Good morning and welcome to another poll blog video here on my channel. We cover these weekly when new poll blogs are released by the Oldschool Runescape team, so click that subscribe button to stay up to date. Now I make these videos because I believe that voting is something super unique to Oldschool Runescape and that we should be well informed and able to make decisions that will change our game in the ways to make it shine for a better future. So after watching this video, please make sure that you go vote in this week's poll. In this week's blog post, they are proposing some pretty big changes to the game. Demon classification, Vesta Longsword, and Soul Wars Island being some of the few massive changes that they are bringing forth. We'll cover all of those details in this video. So starting off the blog post, Jagex is proposing changes to the popular collection log. They want to add quality of life improvements and something special for all you clue scroll hunters out there. On screen now are all of the poll questions that Jagex is proposing. Go ahead and pause and read through them, as I don't want to bore you to death with them. Now, the major one I see are being number 3 and number 4. Number 3 being a kill count amount added to the collection log for different modes, for example, challenge mode, Chambers of Xeric. And then number 4 seems pretty cool. It's going to be a gilded and third age only section for the clue scroll rewards. Now personally, I'm going to vote yes to all of these changes, as I don't really see a counter argument to any of them. Possibly we could see an argument for number 4 and wanting to keep it pure and to allow for players to continuously fight over who has more rewards, as I think it's almost impossible to finish all the gilded and third age pieces from the clue scrolls. But adding their own separate tab makes more sense to me anyways. The next content update Jagex is suggesting is the side panel update. Now this will allow players to view their stats, quests completed, total XP, combat tasks, collections logged, and their total time played. I feel like this is going to be massive. On screen now are going to be the exact poll questions that Jagex is proposing. Now personally, I think this is massive and this will be a very convenient tab for all you completionists out there. I will be voting yes to this update. Jagex is proposing more accurate kill timers, allowing players to get down to the exact game tick that they defeat a boss or monster on. Now I think this will allow for more accurate speedrun attempts to see exactly who is the fastest at killing a particular boss or monster. Now next up on the list is everybody's favorite pet, the baby mole. Jagex is suggesting adding a recolor of the popular pet, a baby mole rat version. Now you'll be able to transform your baby mole into the mole rat by using a mole claw on it. Now we all love raiding and getting some juicy loot, but have you ever finished a Theory of Blood and almost walked out without your loot? Well, Jagex is trying to change that. They're wanting to add a small chest that will allow players to claim loot that they missed out on from a previous completion. Jars. Jars are something special and unique to bossing all across Oldschool Runescape. A trophy or a troll drop as some players say them. These are dropped at extremely high drop rate chances, sometimes rarer than the most valuable drop at bosses. And Jagex is asking to troll you once again at the Corporal Beast. They're asking to add a jar of spirits that will be dropped by the beast. While on a Thermid task, most of us are really looking for 3 main drops: a smoke battle staff, a cult, or the pet. And Jagex is looking to change that. They are wanting to get rid of some of the drunk items such as tinderboxes and fire talismans. And again, they're asking to troll us by adding a jar of smoke to the loot table. For Iron Men all across Gielinor, birdhouse runs are extremely OP. And Jagex is wanting to add even more to the list of things that they give you. Bird Egg Nest. While not something most players desire, it definitely wouldn't hurt to throw them in something that's already overpowered. The Amulet of Blood Fury was added to the game not too long ago, and it has its niche uses. Currently, it holds 10,000 charges, and once depleted will return to a base level Amulet of Fury. And Jagex is wanting to increase the charge amount up to 30,000 by adding more blood shards to the Fury. Fashionscape is the reason all of us play at the end of the day. If you don't look badass while being standing, then what exactly are you doing? Jagex is wanting to add a pair of dark flippers, modeled by Mod Curse. You'll need to combine a dark claw from Skatizo and flippers from Mogres to create these dark waders. Next up on the list is another addition that Clue Scroll hunters will love, a POH stash tracker. This will let you know where and what stashes you have built across Gielinor. Currently you can keep track via the wiki, but this will allow players to see what they're missing in game. Master clues are extremely time consuming, having lots of steps that require you to run to various corners of Gielinor. And Jagex is wanting to make one step easier for the players by adding a shortcut on the vialed cave. This will require 91 agility and a long rope to access. In ancient lore, many creatures are classified as demons, but not many actually are. Hellhounds being one of the most recently changed, but other monsters need their title changed as well. These include bloodvelds, ice fiends, water fiends, pyrofiends, pirate lords, and porzir. This change is massive as it will allow players to use arc light for bonuses against these monsters when killing them. Vesta's Longsword. They have tried time and time again to get its rightful place in the game, but many are against the OP weapon. Long ago in RuneScape 2, PK videos were littered with this spec weapon, able to hit back to back 50s non-stop with its special attack. Now Jagex is proposing adding it in combat against others in PvP worlds, and this will be its only use, losing all of its stats when used against NPCs. Now this one is major and I will be voting no to it. Now I remember back in the day PKing against the VLS, and I remember if you didn't have one, you were just at a major disadvantage. And I don't want something like that that's in the game that's stronger than every other item to have a place. The next update is one for one of the newer bosses to Oldschool Runescape, the Nightmare. They are proposing a small change to the parasites that the Nightmare throws out at you. They want to change that so the heal is a little bit more consistent and allows players to not have to deal with so much randomness in the fight. Soul Wars is considered by many to be a failed update. I released a beta video detailing my experience with it, and I agree, complete failure on Jagex's part. There are just many changes that need to happen to make Soul Wars a fun and engaging minigame, but this isn't one of those changes. Jagex is adding blighted items to the minigame to be purchased with zeal from the reward shop. I personally will be voting no, as I don't really see why blighted items used in the wilderness need to be added to Soul Wars. I think Soul Wars needs a massive overhaul that I can cover in a separate video if you all are interested. Now Soul Wars, like I said, was a failure, but the island and concept is so cool to me, and Jagex is looking to expand on all of that. Now I can make a whole video detailing all of these changes, but I'll give you a small brief overview. Currently, the island that the Soul Wars minigame occupies is completely empty, but they want to add some resources and things to do around the island. Trees to cut, rocks to mine, slayer creatures to slay, and some chests to thieve and get rewards from. They want to expand it and I'm all here for it. Now if you want a full video going over the changes and what I think, comment below and let me know. But essentially, it's going to be pretty cool. The Isles of Souls will be made more explorable. They're going to add a crumbling tower, monsters to kill. It's going to be a cool thing. Totally go and vote yes on this. All right, that's going to be it for this week's poll blog video. I want to thank you all for watching, and just remember, voting is something super unique to Oldschool Runescape. We all have the power to change the game, and it's something we should not miss out on. Remember to vote this week and voice your opinion on the forums or the Oldschool Runescape Reddit. Thanks for watching.